So during the Great Depression, the stock market crashed by 89%, right? And that was when you compared it to a currency that was backed by gold. So it was a real depression, right? The stock market crashed almost 90%, and people were in shambles after that. Today, right, the stock market constantly goes up, price in dollars, but we are using the wrong measuring stick. So there's a great video from Jack Mallers I just watched. I'd recommend go watching that if you haven't yet, talking about this. But basically, we're using the wrong thing to measure the value of things, right? We're using a measuring stick that is constantly decreasing in value. The dollar's losing its value. So if you priced the stock market in gold or in Bitcoin, the stock market has lost 80% of its value, just like in recent years in the 2000s. So this doesn't show up to people, right? They don't register, right? They are somewhat aware of the concept of inflation, but they don't conceptualize it at all. And this brings people to think that capitalism is the reason that there's so much wealth inequality. They're blaming free markets on poverty and wealth inequality, but they don't register the fact that the money is broken. The money's broken. The money is controlled by central bankers and is backed by nothing. So your purchasing power is stolen from you constantly. Your purchasing power has been stolen by so much just in the last few years. Since 2020, the amount of money printing was spectacular. So another political system is not going to fix this problem. Fixing the money is going to fix the problem of broken money. And broken money is a problem that stems to every area of life. Just right now, go to the website WTFhappenedin1971.com. I don't know if that's the exact address, but if you just look that up, it'll come up. But basically, you'll see that every measurable measuring stick of life, quality of life, like income, housing, food, health, mental health, everything has declined since the dollar became backed by nothing in 1971, when Richard Nixon put in an executive order saying that dollars were no longer redeemable for gold. Basically saying, we now control the supply of money. We can create new money at the snap of a finger. We can dilute our citizens' purchasing power at the snap of a finger. And now the currency that they work so hard for every single day, they go to work 8 hours a day for this currency so they can save and buy things in the future. We're just going to steal that purchasing power, right? We're going to steal their money through taxes. We're going to tax what they make. They don't get all that. Some of that comes to us. They're taxed on what they spend. They pay an extra fee on everything they spend, and that goes to us. And then whatever's left for them at the end of the day to try to save for the future, we're going to steal the rest of that through debasing the money. So how does that sound to you? We need to wake up to this fact, right? People are completely unaware of this, and I don't understand how. I don't understand how people are unaware of the problem of monetary debasement, and they blame these problems that are a symptom of money backed by nothing, money ruled by central bankers, and they blame it on other things. They blame it on Trump. They blame it on Democrats. They blame it on whatever their outlet is that they want to blame it on. They blame it on capitalism. They think socialism is better. It's not. And the money is broken. We need to get this message across to people because, I think Henry Ford said that if people realized how central banking worked, there would be a revolution tomorrow. And people don't understand how it works. They just accept. They see dollar is money. I need more money. I need to work for more money. I need to invest for more money. Money is not buying as much. Blame XYZ. The money is broken. We need a better money. We need Bitcoin. We need Bitcoin, and we need it yesterday, right? And there's just, Bitcoin is the off-ramp for this corruption, for this corrupt money, for this corrupt banking system, because Bitcoin is a completely new monetary network that has fair rules and that can't be printed out of thin air. It entropies real energy into value that you can rest assured knowing your hard work can be stored in this asset because it requires real world energy to bring it into existence. No one can create more, no one can dilute the purchasing power of your Bitcoin, and no one can steal it from you. And it's a beautiful invention, and I wish there was more education around this. I wish people understood it better. I wish people understood the dollar better, but that's what we're here to do, and I'm excited to see the future of Bitcoin and how people will start connecting the dots and realizing that all these problems in society, not all of them, but a lot of them are caused by the broken money. And once enough people wake up to that fact, I think we'll see real change, and we'll see Bitcoin be adopted by real people as the preferred savings technology. So please share this video with someone who needs to hear it, maybe someone who hasn't heard this message yet. That would be greatly appreciated. Everyone deserves freedom, and everyone deserves to live a life where they can work, and then they can rest assured knowing that their work is being valued, that they're able to store that energy in something that's not going to lose all of its purchasing power. So leave a like if you enjoyed, leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy, subscribe to the channel. That all helps out a ton. As always, together let's work, save, build a brighter future with Bitcoin. See you in the next video.